The man who's won in
It was Ironman Canada 2010 when German-born Christian Breder narrowly lost the first-place crown to Viktor Sientsev of the Ukraine, with Breder crossing the finish line and taking second place by a tiny margin of just 13 seconds. This year, Breder's back, and he's ready to win.
I was always looking forward for this race because it's my favorite course here. I like the natural area and the scenic roads, and especially the single loops in swimming, biking and running. And yeah, I'm in a pretty good shape, I think.
Scenic as the race course may be, weather conditions can vary from scorching heat to thunder and rain.
But it was not cold, so we had a warm weather. Also in Richter Pass, sun came out and it was pretty warm over there. But in the Yellow Lake we had a little storm, a thunderstorm a little bit, and we had much rain there. But it wasn't a problem. Some people or some guys cooled too much down, they told me, but for me it wasn't a problem. So the bike will be my strongest, yeah, because I'm in such a good bike shape now at the moment, yeah, and I love this course that fits to me.
Breder usually finishes Ironman strong, often in the top 10. But 1 year ago at Ironman Switzerland, a nasty crash early on the bike course left him injured and bloody by the roadside. A few minutes later, he was back in the race, only to drop out later on the run.
For my mind, it was good to make out of this bad situation the best. And I did it. And therefore, I was very confident for Ironman New York. Yeah. And I said also to myself, I'm in a pretty good shape and it's a strong field, but I can do it.
Breder turned pro in 2008 and has 22 previous Ironman races under his belt. He runs several Ironman distances in the second half of every year, putting most of his training in the first part of the year. Breder has just completed the race in New York, a full Ironman distance where he took 11th place overall. And while other triathletes usually leave plenty of rest and recovery time between their races, Breder has only 2 weeks to recover before the big day here at Ironman Canada.
My opinion is what makes you tired is the training for the Ironman and not the race. Yeah. And when I have 2 weeks recovery from a race and don't train much in between, then it must be enough. And I feel maybe sometimes better after an Ironman than before.
But Ironman is as much a mental game as it is a physical race. We asked Breder what keeps him focused on the finish line.
Yeah, most of the course is in the nature and nobody's there. Yeah. And then I imagine people are there sometimes. Or sometimes I imagine my girlfriend is there and cheers me on because she can do it very well and she knows what to say to motivate myself. To motivate me, and yeah, then I try to imagine that, and that helps me a lot.